you. Yeah, feel like I'm at the tippy top of my game, looking down at the rafters. I had to son these boys, can't leave them bastards. A lot of dudes, just some undercover actors. I don't fall for it, I'm privy to all your tactics. Yeah, so try again, this time take a vitamin. Yeah, invite them in, welcome to the Lion's Den. And I'm Mufasa, big boss in charge of coming in like a bull. You see me raising.
So Andre, tell me a little bit about yourself before you joined Men of Action.
Before I joined Men of Action, I was working in residency, internal medicine, and just kind of going through the motions of that. And then I found out about MOA through your Instagram, and that's kind of how it started.
Okay, and so, I mean, what problems were you trying to resolve before Men of Action? What have you tried, and what were your frustrations?
With MOA, or beforehand, I was just going out, trying to be social. And I found that, when you go out and be social, you're doing pickup or anything like that, if you stop, like, your progress stops, your benefits stop. And so I was always looking for like a system that would help me and benefit me always. And then I was getting busy in residency, and I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time to go out. I don't have time to necessarily socialize as I used to. So I had to find a better way. And that was kind of it. Also, you came to an event through one of your colleagues. You spoke. I kind of knew what you were about. So when the opportunity came to work with you, kind of jumped on it.
Where did you first hear about Men of Action? What piqued your interest?
It was just a post you made on your Instagram. And like I said, I'd kind of known about you beforehand. And I was always looking at a way to expand the social circle, work a social circle. And it was kind of on the peak of the pandemic too. So, I think I'm naturally introverted. So working on something that would help that and would just further my progress. It was kind of the reason why I thought it was interesting.
And then eventually, why did you decide to join Men of Action? What caused you to pull the trigger?
To be absolutely honest, even before MOA, I remember DMing you and asking if you had a program.
Dude, for 10 years I got asked if I had a program. Yeah.
Right. So I meant when you had a program, that was it. There was no convincing at that point.
So now you join Men of Action. What results did you achieve?
I'm achieving everything I set out to achieve last year. I make yearly goals, and then last year went better than I could expected. Right now I've moved to a new city. Same thing. I'm hitting the ground running just because of everything you helped me with Men of Action last year. So it's just continuing with those goals. But everything that I've kind of set out to achieve socially has worked and has been beneficial.
What areas of your life improved, and by how much?
I always think that the difference between MOA and any other things I've seen is MOA is like a system of ways to better your life, to become more social, to get the people you want in your life, not just women, but men you want to work with. Other ways you're kind of doing it one at a time. You're kind of like a sniper. You're just one shot, one kill, and that's it. But you'd rather have a system or have people work for you, have like people that try to benefit you as well. So I think that's the what I've seen and what I've benefited from.
So those are the things you benefited from as far as like your social circle, stuff like that. You found a system. Why do you think that these areas of your life improved?
I think there's just direct evidence to it. So being present on Instagram, getting a social media following, and people noticed that right away. And I had friends commenting on that. What are you doing? Yeah. What is this going on? Throwing events, inviting people. Sometimes people critique you at first, and then by the third, they're like, can I join? How do I do this? What are you doing? Just getting better guy friends, networking with guys that are like-minded. That's something that's helped me. Just making sure I have a goal in anything that I do. So all those things have kind of lined up. Moving to a better city, living in a desirable area, right? With most traffic, most people. So there's numerous things.
In this whole program, where did you get the most value?
There's no specific area that I think you get value. Everything in life everything adds up. Like, you do this and you get 1% better. You do that, you get 1% better. So I feel with the program, there's about, 20 areas where I've improved everything. So all encompassing is significantly better. All those 1% don't add up to 20, they add up to, 1,000. So I mean, it's just doing all those things to make yourself a better man. And I think they grow exponentially.
What would you say your ROI is?
I mean, there's a lot, right? I think that it's not confidence. It's just every day that I've done, everything that I've done. It's the friends I've made since joining. It's understanding how those relationships work. It's understanding what those people want out of those relationships and what I can give, and then what you can get out of it. I think what I've got is the questions you ask yourself every time you move into something. It's just analyzing things in your life and analyzing the interactions in your life to proceed to a common goal. I mean, that's the best thing. Finding people that want to work with you. There's numerous things.
What do you think the impact of joining Men of Action has been?
The impact is, I mean, for me personally, without MOA, I think the things I've done would have taken 10 years, right? So I'm 10 years, working by myself, it would take me 10 years, is essentially what I'm trying to say. And working with you, I think that sped it up, right? So, I mean, it's just now I'm at the point where I'm like, what else can I do? And that's just me personally. To my social circle, to my friends, like they're asking me questions. I have people that I haven't talked to in 10 years and there's like, oh, you're killing it in life. What are you doing? How do I join? How do I do this? My best friend is also interested in the program just from not telling him anything, from just watching me. It's personal and just my life in general.
That's always the interesting thing is when can you imagine like all the other self-help coaches and then people that you grew up with, high school, whatever, and they look at your social media or mine and they know something's going on.
Yeah.
You know, they know something's going on. And then you end up at some party and they're like, something's going on. Like,
yeah.
But they don't know what it is. Like they're literally asking to join the program. They don't even know that there's a program. You know what I'm saying? It's like the softest possible sell. Yeah, I know. I totally agree. I've got that. I've got the two, and I'm teaching the program, and I get that. So right. Absolutely, I see what you're talking about.
I can even say, even to add on to that. So I don't use Facebook. I don't log on to it, anything. But anyways, about a couple months ago, I linked my Facebook to my Instagram. Mm-hmm. So everyone started seeing my posts. Everyone started seeing everything. So I literally have people who I haven't spoken in 10 years asking me, what am I doing? Who am I now? What's going on? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I see the big difference.
Why Men of Action and not something else?
I've tried everything. I mean, and it's not that other things don't work. To me, it's how fast can you get there, right? It's like, I can go to the gym and I can lift and I can watch a blog and maybe it'll get me there. But a coach helps you get there faster. But then again, it's choosing the right coach, right? So I might have done, some of the program in the past, and you're 5 years in, you're getting minimal results. And I've surpassed what I thought I was going to do. So I think it kind of speaks for itself.
How likely are you to recommend Men of Action to someone else?
My best friend wants to join. So, I mean, he's seen it. I didn't have to say anything to him. It kind of speaks for itself.
Why should someone listening take action right now?
I'll just go back to something you said to me, but I don't know if you remember. This was about maybe 5 years ago. You were just speaking at an event. And essentially what you said, you have to find somebody that's doing something better than you. And even if you don't know what they're doing is going to work, they're doing something that you know that at least something they're doing is better, right?
The probability of success exceeds zero, yes.
Right. And so, I mean, suspension of disbelief, see what's happening, see what's working for that person, and then do it. And then, if it doesn't work, fine. But you have to at least try something before you can say it's not working for you.
Yeah, there's good examples of that where, you see somebody having success as far as their sales technique or their workout routine. And then after a while, you're like, oh, now I understand why they did that. And then there's bad examples of that where like Napoleon invades Russia in the winter and he gets killed. And then Hitler invades Russia in the winter and the same shit happens. There's good and bad examples.
Right. I can
awesome, man.
I can give one more example of that. I just remember one time, this is the example I'm giving to you. It's one time I went to an event in Brooklyn and I saw this guy and he had the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen. And my thoughts were like, talk to the girl, do this, do that. And then I said, you know what? I could talk to this girl and maybe I get her, maybe I don't. But I can talk to this dude and find out what the hell is he doing, right?
Yes.
And I did. I talked to him, I befriended him. He turned out to be a physician, he gave me all this advice, became part of his networks, and that's kind of how I feel about MLA. So
yeah, for sure. That dude, I've done that many times. And then it turns out either one of two things. they're not together, or they are together, and then she wants me to meet her friends. It's the greatest shit ever. Yes, I've said this a million times. When a hot girl walks into a bar, the first thing you should be looking at is, what is the guy she's with? What is he got? What is he doing right? What did you miss? What, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly right. Same thing, like when somebody, attains massive amounts of wealth, and you start looking at Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and all these people, and you start saying, oh, they took a company public, they found a niche, they found a problem that they had to solve. Okay, now this makes a little bit of sense. You start seeing these patterns of how successful people are successful over and over again. Awesome, man. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it. I just say give it a try, and then I don't see how it couldn't help anybody. Just believe in it, just follow the steps. I think it's that simple.